stream. Okay. Oh, actually, I should probably put a notification on YouTube. Ew, wait, that might pause the recording. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. No, because that's the other way around. For one final time, I'm streaming, shining, how till I hit Elite 4 over on. Let me grab my Twitch. URL, Control C and Control V. Post. There we go. Apologies for the delay, and oh god, OBS has been put over here. It's dead. I should really disconnect the other monitor. Okay, first minute or so taken up. That's fun. Welcome to the final part. I will enforce this as being the final part, because my mission today is to actually beat the Elite Four, and I think I can do it. I think my team, as it is capable of it, and you may notice here there are some differences occurred. First of all, I found a few items in the Grand Underground, and secondly, I also found a Mischievous and evolved it with a Dust Stone. And looking at the various Pokemon that we'll be dealing with, I honestly feel like Mischievous is a Miss Magius on the team would be more beneficial than a Lucario. Special attack up with Levitate, so we can get around to the goddamn ground types still with this. Also, with things like Power Song and Destiny Bond, I let's just say I think I don't need to fear too badly if, say, a Kamikaze attempt needs to be done. I decided that I'm done with the whole streaming thing. Well, no, not the stream thing, with the whole grinding thing off stream. This is because, you know, for obvious reasons. Also, for anyone that does tune in thinking some kind of April Fool's joke, no, this ain't April Fool's. I don't celebrate April Fool's Day the way people think. I just look and be amused at the various jokes that people do come up with. Unfortunately, for those that obviously tuned into the previous part, will immediately, of course, understand that this is Airone, and we've already beaten him. I've even beaten him a couple of times off stream for the experience. And you may notice that the Cordus wall is missing Luxray and Lucario. Lucario because he's off the team. I'm sorry, Lucario, you just kind of suck too much in this situation. And Luxray because I don't think Luxray is as cool as other people do. I like these four and the Frick in the corner, but and maybe the Lloyd Banks and the Stephen Richards, but regardless. Turn around, nods me understanding. So yes, hopefully at this point we're one-shotting the bugs with Houndoom, or if not, it's good enough. But we are good. So the Bug-type Gym, the Bug-type Elite Four member, very easy to deal with in my opinion, as long as you've got a very good Fire type. This is something that's just not as much of a thing outside of this, mainly just because of the whole aspect of, well, Fire Psychic Fairy and Flying. You know what, Heracross, you know what, I just remembered, Heracross's fighting typeness means that ideally we should switch. Because of the fighting type maneuvers it can have. When it comes to this, our one's quite a simple one at this point, mainly because our Pokemon are more higher leveled and really more attuned for the later battles. This tends to happen with most Elite Fours. Oh, upgrade. This happens with most Elite Fours when it comes to the first couple of members. Usually what ends up happening is well, quite frankly, you just end up being too strong against them. And really, so it's just more of a formality at this point. Handed it to level 58. And in the ground, I did find some leftovers, and I decided to put them on a Zoom wheel. Not necessarily the best option out there, but seeing as I put the water plate on Palkia for the purposes of, well, for its surf to do more damage, trust me, I want that to be the case. There is still that fear in the back of my mind that either I'm going to need to save before Cynthia, or I'm not even going to get to Cynthia still. But I trust my team enough. I trust it enough. Well, I think it's doable. This fight is primarily fun. And the next fight will be primarily Torterra. Ooh, just enough special defense to overcome it, but ooh, the burn! It has a berry, so it will heal a bit anyway, so hopefully it's low enough health where he won't do anything other than try and attack me. Taking some damage in this fight, easy enough to deal with, we'll just heal the team afterwards. Might not even heal Houndoom anyway, because I'm not going to be throwing Houndoom in front of ground types. So, right, okay, didn't heal, which means our flamethrower goes through. That's good. $221 health. Torterra has a lot of health. Anyway, switching over to Torterra for an Earthquake use. I realised that at the end of the day, a lot of times with like the main story of Pokemon, you don't actually use status moves, well, or at least support moves. Case in point, I put Stealth Rock on the Torterra, and yet I don't think there's any fight I want to be opening with Torterra using Stealth Rock, because against all the ground types of Bertha, that's pointless. They're going to take little damage from it. And then pretty much everything else, like, not as... I might do so to open against Flint. That way I've guaranteed myself at least something, but then I want to open Vazuril against it because he'll start with a Rapidash. It's just how it is. Anyway, we beat R1, which means we progress over to Bertha and her ground types, which at this point should be a non-issue, but we are going to still do some healing. Let's use our Moo Moo Milk, because they all didn't take much damage overall, so more just a formality. As I said previously with other factors, I'm not entirely 100% certain that the Razor Claw is the best option for Torterra, but well. Bertha and her preference for ground types certainly is something. Again, we saw Bertha in the last part when I was attempting it for the first time and then trying to see if I can at least perform better. At this stage, Torterra is strong enough to take out the Quagsire 100% guaranteed with the Razor Leaf. And that's why I got the Razor Claw equipped. Because better chance of critical hitting, kinda nice to have. Even more so with a high critical hit ratio move. Are there grass type moves that would be better in a way? Possibly. Possibly. Torterra has good physical attack. Razor Leaf is physical moves. Some of the moves I can find grass-wise are not the best, therefore, but would be better in terms of pure power. And that's actually an explanation for something that I did with Luxray. The Whiscash does have a berry, so we do have to be careful with that. Nah, we didn't. Damn it, we didn't get the kill still. Shame. Which means we do get hit with an Ice Beam. we hope to not be frozen, and we're not. That's good news, because it's on so low health. She'll... Oh no, she doesn't. Okay, right, good. She doesn't use up her time using full heals, full restores, full max potions, that sort of thing. I think it's max potions that the Elite Four use to heal. So we are saved from that hassle. However, Torterra is relatively weakened. We could swap out to a different Pokemon at this point, but no, we don't have to. Side Sudowoodo, relatively weak, just pure rock instead of ground, so a little off there on the whole ground maneuvers there, but it makes sense. Sudowoodo is not anything other than a rock, and you know. Anyway, this is good to get experience for Miss Magius because we're gonna need it. The Golem. This is why I've got a Google tab open. We're going to double check. Does it have Sturdy? Yes, it has Sturdy. I've done this too many times now. Due to it having Sturdy, we are going to switch to Azumarill. Because Torterra just doesn't have the health otherwise. We're guaranteed to at least get one hit in. And it will go down to 0. It will go down to next to nothing. This is where we use Waterfall. Oh, we're slower. Azumarill's slower. That's not good. I've not actually experienced Golems being faster half the time. But yeah, its sturdiness means that we're gonna actually have to hope that it goes for a move, more so than the alternative. Yep, full stores. Okay, it's full stores. That way you can't just sleep them either. But now she's going to be in the loop of doing that full restore shebang on Golem due to its sturdiness. Which makes me think that maybe they were hoping that that you wouldn't be nearly one-shotting it at all, pretty much. Ooh, going for the Earthquake instead. That is the smarter move, because I'm definitely going to be switching out after this waterfall. Because next up will be not the Hippowdon, it will be the one before it, because we've only seen 3 of them. No, we've seen 4. No, that was the 4th one. It's the Hippowdon. We are probably better off switching to a Pokemon that is faster. Speaking of which, that's pretty much guarantees us Torterra with Overgrow, so the Razorleaf will do more. And we have to be faster, because otherwise we're fucked, basically. Because it does have an Ice-type move. And Sandstream, which will help it in its special defense. Not its physical, though. It doesn't need the addition on that one. Razorleaf, let's go. Come on. No, it's not enough. I'm sorry, Torterra. I made a mistake. We're gonna have to use with 5 basically. Well, I guess this is the first usage of Palkia for this one through. Now then, because it's the only thing I can do. And we get the near to losing quote there. Oh yeah, I've sorted out like Palkia's moveset basically. So now we have Ice Beam, which will be very useful against anything weak to ice. Because, believe it or not, Ice-type moves, they can be quite good. Ice-type Pokemon tend to not be as good. Although I do have my personal favourites when it comes to ice types, certain Gen 6 Fossil will explain that one away, but, you know, that's just me personally. Besides, I guess other Pokemon getting experience over Torterra is still bearing away. And we beat Bertha. Meaning we're now getting to the point of where I've been getting trapped on Flint, which means we are going to do this. We need to heal. I only have so many with 5, so hopefully that's the only time we'll have to have the 5 be used. Also, ignoring the slowness of Azumarill, Azumarill will be the one going up front now. due to the fact that we need to deal with Flint and his fire types. So, I'm not reading the text list because I've done so beforehand. But Flint and his team has been causing me definitely an amount of issues. Though he does start with a wide lens Rapidash, that's not a bad thing as an overall. Because Rapidash is actually not the best. But at the end of the day, still certainly... Ooh, Hypnosis. Yeah, you see, he actually has a relatively good team in terms of just what he can attempt to do in comparison. Level up for Houndoom. And he's about to send in the Steelix. We'll keep Azumarill in because Steelix is weak to water due to its steel typing. Oh, and it's also weak to superpower. We could utilize the superpower. You know what? Yeah, let's do superpower. Fuck it. Just deal as much damage as humanly possible. That's not as much as humanly possible. Damn it. I keep forgetting that. We've lowered our own attack like an idiot. Woo. And Iron Tail wrecks our shit. Okay, that's not good. This part is not the issue. I'm fine with Azumarill going down though. A waterfall would do. The stab aspect. Hey! The stab aspect worked better. Okay. Oh, it crit. That's why. Okay, good news. The crit worked. Well, we will be switching. There is no ifs or buts about it. We'd have to switch because otherwise Azumarill will go down and I will be upset because I kind of like having Azumarill up and around. His third Pokemon, Lopunny, will be horrendously weak to fighting. So, due to its pure normal typing. So, the fact that I still felt like switching out Lucario from being on the team, even though I know that I'm fighting a Pokemon weak to fighting, it just shows that you don't need her. You don't need it. High jump kick deals some damage, but has a lower accuracy weight, so there's a chance that he'll just hurt himself, basically. And yes, that is a male Lopunny, before anyone thinks of the usual things when it comes to a Lopunny. Wait, no, now it'll just be the other stuff. Okay, well, while I corrupt my brain even more so, and anyone else's brains that happen to be listening, yeah, Lopunny dies to 2 Aura Spheres by a Palkia. It would be more if I put a Fist Plate on, slash if I did something like had a fighting type, like a Lucario, say, then yes, there would probably be a difference to be made. Now, Luxray wants to learn Discharge, but we're going to keep the old moves, because Discharge just isn't the right move for the situation at hand. And now here comes the Drifblim. Drifblim has no attacking moves, but it does know Will-O-Wisp to lower your physical attack, Baton Pass, which, you know, can be a pain. Minimize. Now that's the issue. Oh, I've done this wrong. I'm going to switch into Luxray. Oh. Well, never mind all that. Shadow Ball will do the trick here, because he actually wanted to go for the Will-O-Wisp. That's good. That means we did so much. Sure, have the Barry heal it. We did so much. I don't think that matters. Yeah, that won't matter. We did enough for that to not matter. He has to go for Minimize, right? No, he's going for the Will-O-Wisp. Really? Me utilizing Miss Magius? Or am I just getting incredibly lucky? Because every single other attempt on Flint, both on and off stream, just to see if it was doable, he would just spam Minimize. Holy shit. Well, okay, well, we're in the clear. We're in the fucking clear, because, in this. Miss Magius might not be the best thing against Infernape because of the burn, but Firefighting. Now, Firefighting. Believe it or not, his Pokemon actually does have Focus Sash, so you can't one-shot, but Firefighting is weak to Flying, Ground, Water, and Psychic. So believe it or not, we actually can switch to various different ones of our Pokemon here that are capable of quite a few things. Also, for the record, I put Thunderbolt on Luxray in hopes of just doing better in terms of the damage necessary. Now that's not really the need. We don't really need to worry about that. So there is that. We're going to keep Mismagius up though, because he can't use the fighting type moves, which means he can't close combat Mismagius, and we have a plan in action. We will perish them. We hope to not die to the Fire Punch. Damn it, we did die to the Fire Punch. Okay, that strategy now doesn't work. So, Waterfall would be useful, but same with Palkia, they'd be useful. Luxray, you're going to be a sacrificial lamb, because he's now going to close combat. He'd be foolish not to. Which means I'm going to have to do the right thing, which is use a max potion on Azumarill. I have to, because otherwise I'm going to have a very unfortunate time. What normally ends up causing a big issue is the fact that if he minimizes enough times with Drifblim, he can then proceed to dodge all your attacks, use Baton Pass, Infernape, therefore then misses continuously, and you're just fucked over basically. You know what? We did the heal that I wanted to do, so unless close combat not doing as much damage to Luxray as he probably would hope, let's go for the Thunderbolt because he's lowering his special defense, so this is just going to be even better. Thunderbolt, a nicely powered electric type move. Yep, there's the Focus Slash. We've used it up, so even if he does heal, it ain't going to do shit all now. Situation is heating up. I'm blazing now. We actually get to hear the quote. Yep, he uses the full restore, but the Focus Slash has been used up, which does mean actually either we were going to get him down to just 1 HP regardless, or we kill. Yeah, we kill. Okay, cool. We made it through Flint. Yippee! Which means we now have to deal with Lucian and his Psychic types. Psychic. Quite useful. However, he does start with a Psychic Fairy, meaning we've got to plan our attack properly, whether that's using Poison, Ghost, or Steel types. You and your Pokemon are inspiring! Hey, thank you, Flint. Anyway. Dot. Phew. Burnt right down to cinders. Anyways. White bag, and we're going to want to revive Mismagius. I think Mismagius might actually be the best one to start with, possibly. Right, where are my max potions? There they are. Right, Palkia, you need the heal. Mismagius needs healing, and Luxray needs healing. If it wasn't for the fact that he has a Mr. Mime, I'd say to start, I would say easily just start with a Dark type, you win. But obviously Game Freak knew that. Or rather, it's just a byproduct of Gen 6 occurring with giving us those damn fangled fairy types. You timed your arrival well. I've just finished reading a book, you see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucian. I am a user of Psychic types. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming this far. They say I am the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I will have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. So to round off our Elite Four, Lucian and his Psychic types. So that means Bug, Ground, Fire and Psychic. 9 of the gyms are of those types. Good work on Game Freak down Gen 4. But yeah, he starts with a Mr. Mime, and this Mr. Mime has the light clay on him, which means he'll be able to put up a barrier for a lot more than I would like it to be. Assuming he goes for one of them and not just attack immediately. Okay, we deal about just below half. There's the light screen. Pardon me. Which does mean that now we're going to have to deal with 8 turns, potentially, of light screen. But we're still doing damage. There's the Psychic to try and ruin my day. Ouch. if it's low enough, I'll just go in with my fastest. Yeah, I'll go with whichever Pokemon I think is fastest against the Mr. Mime. Because, yeah, Miss Magius goes down again. Ah, well. Miss Magius has fulfilled the role of dealing some damage so that I can assess the situation accordingly. Time to send in Houndoom, knowing that it can't use Psychic against it. Nodding and understanding. Good. We'll also go for a Shadow Ball because, yeah, okay, he uses the Full Restore. Fair enough. So now we actually shall be seeing what Houndoom's capable of, not being a Ghost type. That's it, I knew you could do it. Ah, quit. Yeah, that... No, good work, Houndoom. Because he can't Psychic me, so we just have to hope that the other moves are just not as good. Because Psychic, obviously, is one of the best moves since Gen 1. It's just a really good Psychic type move. And when the Psychic type Pokemon is a good Pokemon, that means, oh shit, it's got a really strong attack. When it's not a Psychic Pokemon, it's still a really good move. Just not as good as it could be. And that's been the case since Gen 1. Like, any... Oh yeah, there's Dazzling Gleam. About time. I was wondering when it was going to throw out a move. Anyway. It's in the red. We should be fine. The Reflect is going to be painful. Oh, really? Ooh, game. Oh, that's not good. We're also in the red. Now, either we've just gotten rid of all of his full restores. No, okay, never mind. He's obviously saving. Right, with the Mr. Mime down, we should now be capable of doing the rest of this battle. Now, does any of his other Pokemon contain ways to counteract? Oh, they do have ways of fighting, they just don't have the good methods. Okay. So Houndoom may or may not need to... Oh, Medicham. The fighting psychic Pokemon. We've not really fought a Medicham in terms of actual train. Oh no, yes we did. But it was bizarre where we did. So again, the usual suspects will do well. We're actually going to swap to Azurill for this one because Fairy is more beneficial comparatively to the others. So, you know. Come on, let's get through this and prove that we are good at this video game that we play. Ah, fuck, Thunder Punch. Ouch. I forgot Thunder Punch. And Play Rough doesn't do enough. Even with the leftovers, Azumarill's going down. Oh, god damn it. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, here's hoping that we somehow survive. Tough out, tough out, tough out. Ah, darn. Well, we don't win them all. Ooh, you know what? Torterra. We'll throw Torterra out there. We've actually not had to really do much in terms of utilising Torterra throughout this place, so... Oh, yeah, the... Oh, and it has Ice Punch too. Ah! Right, okay, Luxray, you'll win. Oops-a-daisy, I'm not in a good state now, because that's a lot of Pokemon that have gone down. I might save, just to see if I'm capable of with what we've got, of beating the champion, but at the end of the day, who knows? We might not, in which case I've got more grinding to do. And finally, the effect for Wolf, about fucking time. And then comes an Alakazam. Alakazam! We've encountered these before, I think. End of the day, as long as we don't get too disheveled from any attacks, and yeah, Nasty Pot to set up the obliteration through special attack. We have Crunch, however, which, yeah, murders the Alakazam, because ideally what Lucian should do is bring it out after Mr. Mime, especially after it's used Reflect, so that I can't just use a physical Dark-type maneuver and win. Oh, but we are down to not as many Pokemon as I would like to have been on. Giraffawig! It's the giraffe! We found these in the wild back near Pastoria. But I didn't catch one because, let's face it, it can't evolve yet. Not until Gen 9, sadly. But this one is also one that I thought he might bring out sooner because Trick Room. Trick Room may prove to be an issue for us, actually, because now we're going to be slower. Just by proxy. We take damage. We use Crunch. We kill the Giraffawig, as to be expected. But now I'm going to have to reconsider my moves because the Pokemon he sends out last may be faster than Luxray by proxy of the Trick Room, which is a Bronzong. Bronzong, normally a rather slow Pokemon, so now what should I do? You're sending out a Bronzong with Levitate. Dude, for fuck's sake. Good news though, Crunch will be super effective regardless, and Earthquake, I forgot that that's a thing that can be happening. Okay, we are now down to 2 Pokemon, and one's a wounded Houndoom. So we'll send out Palkia, knowing that we're not going to be doing too much to it immediately, but we should be fine. Surf will deal damage. Earthquake shouldn't kill. Yeah, okay, yeah. Doesn't do nearly enough for it to be a one-shot, thank goodness. Or a 2-shot for that matter. And we do about half. Okay, we win. And Berry. Okay, never mind. It's a 3-shot for us then. Damn you, Citrus Berries. But yeah, he wants to go for Earthquake, so we're going to have to heal. Sadly. But I'd rather heal knowing that we'll then be... Oh, Twisted Dimension Saturn! No mind, we don't have to. Surf. Thank you, Trick Room, running out. We'll do the healing after the battle. Thank you, game. Anyway. Wow, I thought I was going to be, like, stuck on Flint still for, like, another hour or something. And then I'll be like, well, okay. Well, I said all I was going to say. But this does set us up to do with the issue of, well, the last fight. Now, nasty plot. To be fair, we have Crunch and Foul Play. But... yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of Crunch. We'll have Foul Play. That could be used. That could be useful if we have a situation where Houndoom can't be hit, but against Cynthia. But we can certainly hit her. I'm not saying that situation is going to occur. You getting past the 3 before me was no fluke. Your power is real. Yes, it is indeed. Thank you, Lucian, for acknowledging us and all that. Good. Congratulations! You've now beaten the Elite Four. Yippee! However, that doesn't mean you're done with the Pokemon League. Oh. There remains the champion. I should warn you, the champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Now go on. Step through the doorway to your final battle. I'm going to go into my bag here and sort out my team, because we are horribly wrecked after that. Lucian actually proved to be a good challenge, and I like that. A challenge, but not bullshit. That's what I like from a harder difficulty. Give me a challenge, but don't make things bullshit. Like, if the only way to make a game hard is to just up health values to a bajillion more than the default, then that's not a challenge. That's just making people have to do the same thing for longer. Which means, yes, slip-ups can occur, but that's just not as fun. Anyways, now I am going to be the cheeky bugger that I am, and I've got Bulbapedia in its grayscale, because April Fool's Day and all that. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. Sylvia's team doesn't look that bad on paper due to its amazing weakness to my Torterra. Because Gastrodon, Lucario, Milotic may be actually an issue because of Ice Beam. But it starts off with Spiritomb, a Ghost Dark, meaning it starts off weak to Fairy. Now, what have we learned, children? Fairy is a type that didn't exist prior to Gen 4. That's right. Which meant back then that would be really horrendous to deal with. But we do have a special attack up Azumarill. That's not good. But we do have Play Rough. Which, so, you know, we should be able to deal with the Spiritomb rather well. At least I'd hope so. Alternatively, we'll have to throw Miss Magius out there to deal with to deal with it, but regardless. I do want to go into my options. There is the autosave, and I'm actually going to turn the autosave off. I don't know if the autosave functions in here, but we should be able to enter this room and save, right? Or are we autoed into battle? Ah, shit, we're autoed into battle. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Cornet. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced. However difficult, it means that you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses too. The power you learned, I can feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's go on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. Okay, so we're going straight into battle. Fuck, I was hoping to save, because then there might be a chance that, oh, you know, we just got unlucky. Let's try that again, shall we? Instead of, oh, let's go through the whole Elite Four again, hoping that we don't get unlucky all of a sudden. But anyway, Spiritomb! A Pokemon that was really hard to get back in Gen 4 due to the requirements of using the Underground. Pressure does mean we actually are losing our PP a lot quicker than we would like. But we are going faster with Play Rough, so... So close! It does mean that it is so easy. Okay, Spiritomb is so dead. It is. Live. Yes. Oh, and we. Oh, okay, right. Okay, Asriel's still going to be useful in later bits. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Play rough once more. Spiritomb, you're fucked. Anyway, right. That's Spiritomb down. I feel hyped. Come on. What? Right. Which one will she bring out next? Because that would depend on whether or not I need to switch immediately. Where's Wade? Right, okay, we're switching. Houndoom, come on in. Pardon me. And all that. Where's Wade? We fought one way back in the second gym. But this one's level 60, so that means it gets the luxuries of having level moves that you'd expect at level 60. Ag! Houndoom is already close to death, that's not good, but Flamethrower kills Roserade, so Houndoom's done exactly what it needs to do. I may just throw Houndoom out into battle on the assumption of I need to heal a Pokemon that just needs that health situation. Next up is the Gastrodon. We are switching to Torterra. There is no other option that I would pick. Let's face it, Waze Leaf is just going to deal damage. Let's do this. Torterra, come on. Is it just because this is Shining Pearl and not like original Pearl? Hence why I'm doing better? Because fucking hell, people claim Cynthia's one of the hardest people ever to fight. Okay, Gastrodon is tanky enough where it's going to require 2 hits. The Scold will be doing that much. Hope we don't burn. And okay, leftovers. Right, fair enough. Still within range of dying horribly, so that's fine. Waze Leaf again. Let's go. I just hope Milotic's slow enough where I get in a good hit in before it's able. Here comes the Milotic. We are going to hope to God that we are able to get through this. Because this might be what kills me. Yeah, it's faster. Fuck. Okay, well, Torterra's dead. There's just no two words about it. It's dead. And it's going to Flame Orb. Meaning it's burned. Meaning, yes, it will slowly die to the Flame Orb. It has Recover, for starters. And secondly, yeah, a little fun fact to this. Due to its ability, it gets a 50% boost to its defense. So, yeah, there's a good reason why Milotic is considered a really good Pokemon for this situation at hand. We are Thunderbolting out of knowing this. Scold, Stab, but we can tank this. We just hope we don't get burned from the Scold. We didn't. Good. So Thunderbolt does a good amount of damage here. That's good. It may use Recover though, which, you know, may be a better thing in a way because it means we get more stuff. No, it's gone for Scold again. Hoping to kill the Luxray instead of... Oh, the burn! Which means if I was using Spark, it would not be doing too much at this point. But our second Thunderbolt does it. We take out the Milotic. That took us a little bit more than I was hoping. I was hoping for Torterra to not go down to it immediately, but maybe I should have just switched into the Luxray. immediately. In comes Lucario. Now Lucario, we're actually going to switch into Palkia for this one because we've got Aura Sphere. We can also switch into Azumarill as well, use Superpower. That is an option as well. We've got options. Our third option would be Torterra because Torterra wrecked Maylene's Lucario's shit and I got Fade Manic over that fact. But regardless, Dragon Pulse, that way it's to try and counter the fact that I have Palkia. Ouch. But it's a fighting type weak to fighting, so our Aura Sphere will deal a good chunk of damage. Unfortunately, I think this means Palkia's done for. No! Full Restore! No! Full Restored! Ah! Yes! Use them on the Lucario! Please! That just makes my life 10 times easier against the Garchomp. Because, spoiler alert, obviously her last Pokemon's a Garchomp. Okay, so yeah, Dragon Pulse and Palkia goes down to 0. Okay, we're definitely suffering to the effects of this. We do have Superpower. Azumarill should be able to tank a blow. It's not at full, but that's fine. It's not at half, so it should be fine. Flash Cannon, that's a powerful Steel type move. It hurt, but didn't kill, so our Superpower will. And we enter the last Pokemon on her team. We still have a few, but they are certainly... My team is certainly taking its blows. This could be the one and done. I'd love it to be the one and done. Azumarill's level 66, that might be a slight stat boost that will be helpful. Miss Regis, we've yet to do anything with. We may do a cheeky Power Strong, or maybe even Destiny Bond. We might Destiny Bond, thinking, oh, we'll take out the Miss Regis really easily. We're hoping. So yes, Garchomp. Garchomp is a Dragon Ground. Dragon Ground has a 4 times weakness to Ice. I kind of was hoping for Palkia to be alive for that. Ah well. We may revive Palkia, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna switch to Miss Magius. I'm gonna actually attempt the Power Strong and just use the 5s. Because I'm a cheeky bugger. I'm going to cheese the system, and if the game stops me from cheesing the system, then I'll have my other strategies. I remember the last time I was pushed back. Okay, Sylvia hasn't had to use Garchomp in a while. Garchomp, 10 levels higher, so this might not work. Goes for the Dragon Claw, fair play. Ah, it was a crit. Darn. Darn. Okay, that idea fell flat on its face. Houndoom then. We are going to throw Houndoom out here to be a sacrificial lamb. Because I want to heal. Yes, I want to heal. Max Potion Azumarill. Because Azumarill's part fairy, meaning it's immune to the dragon typing of Garchomp. Meaning it can't go for that good old Dragon Claw malarkey. Now a fully healed Azumarill will be much more better off at this point. But we've yet to land a single blow on the Garchomp, so this may just... Poison Jab, that's the way to counter the fairies. Okay, so it's able to counter my fairy types. And it dodged! The one time Playworth misses! And we're slower. We're guaranteed... I'm gonna revive Palkia. We've got to. Because... Yeah, Poison Jab would kill basically, and I am a little annoyed now. We have no Max Revive, so I can't just send Palkia out at half health, because otherwise Garchomp will tank it. Ah, shit. In comes Luxray. I'm gonna heal Palkia, and it's going to come down to it. And there's nothing, and hey, the Intimidate might actually cause her to use Swords Dance, though. That's the only downside. We have to Max Potion Palkia, and we have to hope to God. Yeah, it's going to Earthquake instead. Okay, fair enough. We're going to have to hope to God that we're capable of this, because I don't have the resources to afford to heal Azumarill back up, sadly. And Ice Beam, while Ice Beam might be better, unfortunately it has a Yacht Berry. Special when... And yeah, it's going Sword Stance. Come on, come on, come on. The game thinks that it doesn't have to worry. Come on. It's only a +1. You missed! Why am I missing? At this point! Fuck! I missed! What are the odds? What are the odds of this? I should have saved. I'm sad that I didn't save. Because I think there's a way we could have gone about this. Oh! Oh, god damn it! Oh! I shouldn't have said that I ain't stopping till I do, because we could win if Palkia and Azumarill just fucking hit! Like, that's not even a case of skill issues. I'm actually legitimately pissed here. We were this close to winning. What percentage chance did I fail at when it came to the moves? 5%. I got hit with the 5% on there. Where's Azumarill? And the 10% on there. So that was, so by that, the probability of that shit happening when I needed it the most, believe it or not, because of the game's logic, not because of some construct of luck, but because of the game's logic, theoretically, that fucking sucks. That sucks so much. One thing we could have done better is obviously use Luxray immediately on the Milotic over trying to utilize Torterra. Because, yeah, Ice Beam fucking was a bad thing. But, oh god, my head hurts now. Oh god. Of course it happens. Oh, first time I get to Cynthia and I get so close. I don't know. Part of me wants to pull a Cold Steel 2 right now and just say, hey, Cynthia, wait, Cynthia won. We had our shot. We tried and we failed because of RNG. RNG screwed us over at the end of the day. I want to go for that because, I'll be honest, I've been delaying doing this stream because I'm sick and tired of grinding. And no matter what I can do in terms of the Grand Underground, in terms of just fighting the Elite Four over and over again, that factor, I don't like unnecessarily grinding, and I don't like the fact that I did stuff off stream. Part of me feels real conflicting feelings because it's like, because like the Miss Magius. That happened off stream, and that sucks in a way. I caught it literally yesterday, and I didn't post about it or anything. At least with this, it's like that's the final boss, and Cynthia's known to be hard. The fact that I got that close on the first attempt shows that either I did do a good amount of grinding, or I knew what I was doing heading into the fight and during the fight, and that's good. That shows skill. I'm just saddened that it was a missed move 2 times. Both times I tried to hit it and just gave up. The game just said no. My head's gonna hurt now because I don't like shouting on stream, and every time I do, I feel various feelings of just sadness and regret that I resorted to shouting. Because I don't want to be known for, like, doing rage content, you know? Being, like, just any little minor thing and just go, rah! Look, I don't like doing that. Because when I start shouting, I start getting stressed, and when I start getting stressed, I start going down a spiral of mental health, and that just is not fun. So, I'm going to say this. I'm still adamant that this is the final part. I'm still adamant that I can beat Cynthia. But if it's going to come down to RNG every time, then that means I'm not... that means two things. One, either I'm not capable, or two, I am, but luck would be against me the entire time. Because ultimately, I've had my fun, and that's usually what I then decree as what I do with a game. I have my fun with it, and then I move on. Cold Steel 2, believe it or not, a lot of that end stuff, I don't have fun with it. I think there's a lot of things in the story of the epilogue that I just never fucking understood why it had to happen the way it does. I don't like the final fights. I don't like the last fight that you actually do have. I think that the first one's cool, but like that's just more on a hindsight due to actually having since then played the crossbow games. With Cold Steel 3, I'm not gonna stop at the end because I like the final fights. Cold Steel 4 I might because Osborne, but still, ultimately, I want to move on to something else that I find fun and not be toiling around thinking, but I've gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know, I don't know if anyone's watching this, but I hope you enjoyed the Pokemon Shining Pearl playthrough. Because let's face it, we've seen all that there is to see in the main story now. Literally, we were down to the Garchomp. I apologise if my shouting turns anyone off, or if they like it, then kindly ask you to not like it, please. I don't like getting angry. I mean, I can shout, so that's not an issue, but it's the anger. I'm shouting out of anger, you know? If anyone has any suggestions for any other Switch games I could play, I'll happily listen to it. If it requires me to spend upwards to 100 quid, I'll punch you in the face, because I don't want to be throwing that money around. But, you know, because there's other Pokemon games we could play. Obviously, I've played pretty much most mainline ones, so it's not like, oh, well, hey, how about Gen 9? Yeah, have you played Gen 9? It's like, yes. I have a shiny King Gambit. You have to play quite far through the game to be able to achieve a shiny King Gambit, I would argue. At least be able to do so consistently, fight King Gambits consistently, well, more Bishops consistently, without horribly dying, considering the evolution requirement to get a Bishop to become a King Gambit, which, you know, that's kind of fun. If there is nothing else that people want to see me play, then I guess I'll just be streaming nothing but Cold Steel 3, so that'll be fun. But, well, for me, I've noticed that I get at least more occasional passers-bys taking at least a lean into the stream, being like, what's all this then? With Pokemon versus Cold Steel. I've noticed that. The statistics do show. So, you know, there's really nothing else to show here with Shining Pearl. So rambling aside, I do hope people enjoyed. And this goes out to YouTube as well. Anyone that watches these on YouTube, if you do enjoy them, do suggest other stuff to me in the comments. I wish I was getting comments more often. I don't mind having low viewership. Most of the subscribers on the channel were from back in like 2016, and some of them were just people that happen to have gone to the same school as me back in 2016. That's just how it is. Some of those subscriptions I know for a fact, I think at least one or two of them might even be duplicates of people who just choose to either forget their account details or, I don't know, some nefarious motive. I'm not going to assume the worst out of people though, because that's just not the right thing to do, you know? Ultimately, though, whether you're seeing this on Twitch or on YouTube, do all the things you can. if you do enjoy, like, seriously. Otherwise, you know, I'll carry on, just mowing along, just doing my thing. Because I have some ideas for Switch games. So, for the recording purposes, I'll see you all next time. Which will probably be close to free, funnily enough. But for the stream,